Inevitably, when I review one of these vehicles, I'll see a comment on YouTube, hey, you know, that's just a glorified VW. Yeah, I guess you could say the same about Ferrari. It's a glorified Fiat. Or maybe that a Land Rover is a glorified Tata. You look at other industries like the boating industry. They make cheap boats, they also make expensive yachts, the same company. The bottom line is that Volkswagen is the largest car company in the world, and they have a wide range of vehicles, including Lamborghini and Bugatti. They understand how to make cars, most importantly, but they also understand how to make luxury cars. So just because VW owns it doesn't mean it's a VW. Could there be some shared parts? Of course, but that's not the point. You're buying the brand, and Bentley definitely stands out, especially places like this. Ordinarily, I'm a big fan of the looks of some of these vehicles from this rear three-quarter ass shot, but in the case of this Flying Spur with the two-tone paint, you really have way too many lines. You've got this nice big shoulder, but it's now being kind of dissected by the paint trim. Really just don't like it, because then you have this line plus this line, so way too much going on in the back of this vehicle. I would like to see this just in one color. I wouldn't pay the extra for the two-tone, but when you have money to burn, who cares? According to Bentley, the 0 to 60 times for the V8 are 4.9 seconds, and for the W12, well, 4.3 seconds. So yes, it is faster, but you know, a lot of people have noticed the same thing that I have. This is a very nimble engine compared to the W12. It doesn't feel as heavy. You're talking about several hundred pounds being eliminated from the front end of the vehicle, so you get much better balance. I love the paddle shifters. I love the interior in general of the Bentley Flying Spur. A lot of add-ons in this particular vehicle. For example, this aluminum inlay that they've done throughout, so you don't see wood that you normally would find in expensive high-end luxury sedans like this. So what they've done here is really given it a sporty feel. I really feel that's kind of been the distinction between Rolls-Royce and Bentley. Bentley has kind of gone for just slightly more aggressive market, and Rolls-Royce has gone for the true high-end luxury buyer. They're all going to give you the same thing: amazing ride, amazing technology, amazing engineering, and you can't go wrong with any of them. So I'm not going to sit here and badmouth one over the other. I'm just kind of here to tell you what I like and didn't like about the Bentley. Again, I thought the interior was very sporty, very aggressive, which I liked. Still no USB, no cup holders. I know that sounds like a trivial thing, but no cup holders. Driving the Flying Spur definitely felt different than driving the Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is a heavier vehicle. It's still extremely comfortable. It's just a completely different feel, so I don't want to even compare the two. I think a better comparison would be the Maybach and or just a high-end S-Class, like an S63, because you look at where the S63 tops out, that's about where the Flying Spur starts. Our test vehicle was up to 243,000. It started at just around 200,000. One of the things about the W12 that distinguishes it from the V8 is that you don't have the bench second row. But our test vehicle, even though it is a V8, does have the executive seating in the back. That's part of a package. I think they should make a rule that any sedan over $150,000 should not even have bench seats unless it's a limo. But overall, brilliant execution by this vehicle. It's a head turner. You know, the styling didn't really grow on me at first. I wasn't a big fan of the rear, especially. The front is the front. It's a typical Bentley grille with plenty of bling, but I thought the rear looked a little plain in the beginning. But then as I spent some time with the vehicle, as I started walking up to it, daytime, nighttime, just different lights, it really grew on me. Still not a fan of the two-tone. I just think it kind of cheapens the car a little bit, and they could have done better. One of the things I love is this high ledge here. You can rest your arm if you want to, or it just kind of gives you this kind of exclusive feeling that you're in your own space. It's kind of a raised door sill, and it really works and matches up nicely with this red contrast stitching, how it matches up from the door to the dash. There are some design cues that distinguish the V8 from the W12. The air intakes are finished in black rather than the high gloss metallic. The Bentley logo is presented in red rather than black. Little design cues to let you know that this is a V8 and not a W12. The exhaust outlets are pinched in the center to create this twin oval look, and it really works. Everything about this vehicle really stands out. This is a head turner vehicle, as mentioned before. I certainly wouldn't look at the V8 Flying Spur as anything less of a vehicle than the W12. It's just a different vehicle. Sure, some of the content has been taken out and the engine is smaller, it's lighter, it's not as powerful, but it's still a Bentley, and I think it's more of a driver's car than the W12. Now, Bentley has had a relationship with Breitling for many years, and the clock in this Flying Spur, of course, is a Breitling. So in honor of that, I'm wearing my Breitling Shark. I think it fits nicely with the sporty nature of the Flying Spur.